Hello from Bear River. Today is September 27th, 2023, and I am at the old campground portion of Bear River. I realize that I don't really monitor the river here, and I probably should. The flows just dropped from 135 down to 122. And prior to the week before that, they were at 155, and a week before that, they were at 170, and a few days before that, 210. So the river's dropping, and it seems like they're ramping. Whoever's dropping it is ramping, and I just wanted to record that the river is actually quite beautiful down here as well. It has been hard to get to because of the riprap that was put on the banks of the campground here, because this would be the normal place where the river would erode away the soil. So while the campground was here, people didn't access the river too easily because we have blackberries and riprap all along this. But since the campground has been closed, people have made their way. There's probably about 4 different little pathway things like this that have been worn into these rocks down to the river. They still haven't made it so you can park, which is pretty silly because they're like, oh yeah, we're opening up the whole area to day use, but you can't park. So, I don't know how that's supposed to work. But I wanted to record this because it's so beautiful. And then you see there's hopes of creating a mobility trail along here. And Nisinan Lifeways interpretive areas so that people can understand the life that was once here. Here's another one of those little rockways. I don't know if I'm up to climbing down there, but this is how people have to get to the river here, is climbing down these rocks. And the riverbed is starting to come up because the flow's going down. So before it's kind of channelized and just the riprap, the blackberries and the river. So it's not as user friendly. But there's a lot of work to be done, and there's a lot that could happen. They got restrooms, nice restrooms here. And nobody wants to run a campground. They're not profitable, and the liability is just skyrocketed with climate change and all. But here you can see how stuff's coming up now in the river and kind of diversifying the flow and the stream bed. So it'll be interesting what happens, and I'm interested in seeing what the beavers are up to. At the bottom of this is the top of the beaver pond, and I'm wondering if they're going to do some more ponds up here. I wish I had a drone and I could just go up and down the river and see what the beaver operations are, because I heard they can move like 30 miles. So they got this whole river. They got projects, I know they do, but the only ones I know of are the ones around where I go. So anyway, best wishes to everyone. Rivers are life, and this river is incredible in giving life to so much and so many. Iniwachoni.